Is Sean O'Malley ducking Merab Dvalishvili? I think that, there's a little bit of truth to that, if I'm being completely honest. Right now, I feel like Sean O'Malley's reasoning to why he's calling out Topuria is a little bit bogus, if I'm being completely honest. He says that he's pretty much just calling out Topuria because he feels like it's a more exciting fight. Like, we didn't just see one of the craziest scraps ever between Merab Dvalishvili and a former champion of the division. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get into that discussion, I just want to tell you guys to please like, subscribe, and consider leaving a comment on this video. Newly crowned champ with no title defenses is asking for double champ status. Name a better combo, ladies and gentlemen, because that is exactly what Sean O'Malley is doing. Now, right now, I think that Sean O'Malley is kind of looking the other way, right? When people are kind of telling him that he needs to fight Merab Dvalishvili. And I think that that's pretty much the truth, right? Because there should be some sort of like rules in the UFC where, like, if a fighter has no title defenses, he shouldn't even be mentioning like champ status at this point. I feel like there's too many fighters out there that want to be like in this champ glory type of thing, and I understand it, and I understand where they're coming from. But if they have literally just one title defense, I don't think that that's a good enough reason for them to fight for another championship. I'm just wrong, maybe I'm wrong, you know what I'm saying? Maybe yeah, some of you guys might think differently, but I do believe that the UFC should have some say on this. Like, okay, if you want to fight for champ status, at least defend your freaking title a couple times before we even make it a consideration for you, if I'm just being completely freaking honest. Now, don't get me wrong, Ilia Topuria versus Sean O'Malley would be a great fight, but it's too freaking early. It's too freaking early for that. Like, Ilia Topuria, like I said, he just got the title like literally a couple days ago, and Sean O'Malley's already trying to challenge him for that champ status. Like, I really don't understand it. I don't get it. If anything, Ilia Topuria, like I said, needs to defend his title at least a couple times before we even start having that freaking conversation. Sean O'Malley should not be freaking holding up his division like that at all. And I feel like hopefully the UFC steps in and they say something about it, because I do believe that that's the fight to make next. That is the obvious fight to make next. Merab Dvalishvili versus Sean O'Malley. That's a fight that we need to see for the division, because like I said, the bantamweight division right now really does truly look like the most exciting division in the UFC. And there's no reason to hold that up, especially on the fact that Merab is on a 10-fight winning streak. Why not challenge for the title right now? But I feel like Sean O'Malley at this point realizes that it's a really, really bad matchup for him. After what we saw Merab do to Henry Cejudo, it's a freaking scary ass matchup for Sean O'Malley. The machine, the pace, Merab is just a freaking animal in there, and I think that Sean O'Malley might be getting a little bit intimidated by that. Now, something else that I feel like we need to mention is the fact that it's easier to lose to Ilia Topuria if Sean O'Malley loses to Ilia Topuria, because he could just come back to his original weight class and still be champion and defend his title there. But something else that we need to realize, of course, in the sport of MMA, and unfortunately what really goes down in the UFC, is the fact that money fights freaking matter. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, money fights matter. Money fights is everything that pushes the UFC forward. So, of course, Sean O'Malley versus Ilia Topuria would do more numbers, crazy amount of more numbers than Sean O'Malley versus Merab Dvalishvili. But let's be honest. Let's just freaking be honest for a couple seconds. Right now, I feel like the biggest threat to Sean O'Malley's legacy isn't Ilia. It's obviously Merab. But I could be wrong, so let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Do you guys believe that the UFC should have a say on some of these fighters wanting to be like champs, right? Should some fighters defend their belt a couple times and defeat all the contenders in their weight class before talking about challenging another fighter in another division for their belt? Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And as always, it's a pleasure talking to each and every single one of you guys. Sean O'Malley is ducking Merab. Anyways, peace out. Have a good one.